It's the professor doing my profession, so that means class in session. Coming to you with another video on today. I'm gonna try to keep it short. I'm trying my best to keep it short. But this is I've heard several people talking about it, and when I hear people talk about it, if I can remember some stuff, I look back, or when I'm in the moment or in the process of it happening, I check out the factors that I be trying to learn and stuff. And that thing is brain versus gut. Brain versus gut. Now, when we say that, we're talking about I know people think of gut, think of stomach and like that, but I'm talking about that thing that sometimes that you feel it in the stomach region, in that area, you feel it, and it be saying something different than what your brain is saying. Because if you don't know, the brain tries to keep us safe. It tries, and when I say safe, I don't necessarily mean like from danger, which it does, but keep us what's the word? It keeps us from being embarrassed. I don't know the word, whatever I'm trying to say, but it keeps us from being embarrassed. It keeps us from being laughed at. It keeps us from all that stuff from being talked about. It try to keep us on those particular lines. So but a lot of times, in order to move from that atmosphere, especially if you're coming from an atmosphere that's not conducive, working and stuff like that, and success and motivation and purpose and all that stuff like that, when you try to do something, your brain is gonna say, man, they're gonna laugh at you. Don't do that. Don't do that. But the internal feel like you got to do this. It's you. It's what you were made to do. And a lot of time we choose the brain over the gut. And I'm just trying to get you to go to that, standpoint of trusting in your gut. And I ain't talking about, like I'm saying, I ain't talking about no foolishness either. Now, I just want to make that clear. I'm not talking about foolishness or anything like that, but I'm talking about actually moving into that place of, success and purpose that we want to be in, that we want to walk in. You're gonna have to do a different path than family members, most likely. You're gonna have to. So you keep that in mind. You'll have to move to a different level. You know what I'm saying? Move to a physical different surrounding and stuff like that. And you have to listen to that gut. You know what I'm saying? Because it can very key with a lot of stuff sometimes. It's that internal thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like that actually that gets you. It's that thing that helps successful people and purposeful people. If you listen to a lot of people and hear them talk, they'll say, people are like, what you doing and how this and how that, because they went with their gut and not their head. Especially, I heard some people, especially if they started a business and the business didn't even take off yet, they'll quit their job where they were making a lot of money. A lot of people come from corporate America, you know what I'm saying, just like that, and they can be making six figures and they'll quit it to start a business. Who it took them, they was already making six figure, then they started this business. It took them 6 years to come back to making six figures. You know what I'm saying? 10 years before they start about making six figures. But when you're doing that passion and stuff that you want to do, when you go down that route, it just does something to you on the inside that stuff don't even bother you. It don't matter to you like that. And so that's the same thing with that gut feeling. Because once you start listening to that gut feeling, you don't care what people think. You don't care what's going on. You just know whatever that thing that was in you, you got to get to the point where it comes out. You got to be moving in. You got to be operating in it and stuff on that nature. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, because you're going to have a lot of it. Because your brain, your mind, going to try to talk you out of stuff to save you at the end of the day. To save you from embarrassment, ridicule, being laughed at, being mocked, or whatever it may be. It's going to try to save you. But when it's that thing that you know you have to do to get to that point, and that thing that keep tugging at you in your stomach, that you can't figure out what it is, you notice that's that gut. And you have to go with that gut in order to be successful most of the times. Remember that. Brain versus gut. Remember, a lot of times, gut wins. Class dismissed.